So there is real estate. There are money market accounts. There's mutual funds. There's bonds. There's businesses, all of which make up a portfolio of assets. The key is to find as Joe Madison would say, to find the balance.
That's
How
right.
can we strike the balance? And it starts, I think, Jennifer, and you can tell me. I mean, it starts with sort of having some idea of what are the keys to successful asset building. I mean, strategically, conceptually, do you need to have a game plan? And I think you would agree with me.
I would, and so for me, also one of the key first things is building that A team. You know, I talk about that all the time, is building your A team, because your A team are going to be the people that can help advise you. And
Yes.
I talk about on that A team, we're the two core people.
Yes.
Meaning that you need to have a real estate advisor because you're going to live somewhere. And again, that is one
And
of your first assets.
How many on the average, how many homes in a lifetime does the average person acquire?
Well, an interesting statistic is that anywhere else in the United States, other than Washington, D.C., which we're a little bit of a unique area, because we have so many people coming and going, everybody from the World Bank employees to so many people coming for
So
congressional
this is
jobs.
an anomaly in
So
Washington.
this is an anomaly.
Yes.
In the Washington, D.C. area, we're an anomaly. Anywhere else in the United States, every 7 years, someone buys or sells a home. As far
Every
as in your
7
lifetime.
years.
Every 7 years. In the Washington, D.C. area, that's every 2 years. So we have a much
So
shorter time.
if I have a work life of 50 years,
Exactly.
I'm likely to have bought or sold a house 7 times.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit. So if I'm turning an investment,
And you think about how often people are changing jobs too. So then you may be
Yeah.
relocating to a different area, which may again add to that how many times you're buying and selling.
now the decision I make with regard to location, structure, school system,
School system is very important.
all of these things have a lot to do with the rate of appreciation, if you will,
Yeah.
in the real estate asset.
Especially in the real estate asset, you want to look at what's happening all around it.
Hmm.
So what are the commercial money that's happening all around it? Also, what are the school systems? Are they getting better? Are they redistricting in those areas? What's happening in that specific area? As well as you need to look at the public transportation,
Yes.
the parks. All of that is part of what will make an asset, especially a
So
house.
you can't just make a decision.
No.
I like that house. In particular, I love the family room. I can just see myself on Super Bowl Sunday. Me and the guys. Or me and the ladies. You know, I just, you know, it
Exactly.
sold me. But I can't make a decision very narrow. You know, I always talk about financial planning and tax planning is the same way.
Yeah.
You can't simply get stuck in one place.
Right.
You know, you say, hey, listen, what I do is I've got a money market, and I just put the money in the money market, and that's how I build my asset. And I tell people, wait a minute, there are a whole lot of asset building tax breaks. I mean, there's stuff that you can do to save money for your kids' education. There's accounts that you can set up to help build assets for retirement. There's even accounts now that you can set up to help you fund healthcare requirements. So as you're saying, Jennifer, you can't just look at one decision in isolation. You really
right.
got to be, as my mom would say, as my 87-year-old mom would say, you got to be broad-minded.